Programming in the History, Social Sciences, Philosophy Department's Sound Collection Lab is made possible in part by funding contributed for the Porter Legacy Initiative.
And the sister that I got to interview was Sister Bock. They mentioned this a little bit. This was the original monastery building that was built in 1924, and it actually got demolished in 1810. So we didn't get to see that, but I thought this was interesting that we have the same postcard somewhere in the Douglas Seas. A little background about St. Scholastica. It was founded in 1879, and they were attracted here by the railroad company to attract urban settlers, like you were saying, Ferdinand and Indiana, five homes. They impacted the life of so many people across the state with their education, healthcare, social service. The staff 62 elementary schools in 5 different states, while using schools, 2 orphanages, and even built and staffed an infirmary and a daycare facility. Fun fact I found while researching was they were possibly the first in the world to pray the liturgy of the hours in English and sing parts of it using Gregorian chant. So I don't know if that's the same sisters we have today, but that was interesting. Before we get into it, I want to talk a little bit of the Smithsonian guidelines. Some of the more important ones to me were allowing the interviewee to drift off of the interview questions, and it was really fun to see Barbara do that because she was very excited for the interview. So the first 5 minutes or so after we asked her where she was born, she just gave us all kinds of information, and we were just like, oh, keep going, keep going. So, and asking open-ended questions I think was pretty important too. That really gets her thinking or listening with her. And not worrying about silences, interjecting as little as possible, just wanted to say everything going on in their mind. That was pretty easy to be introverted, so I just like listening. This is her. We also interviewed in the library together. You can see she shows all kinds of old photos that she had. She was ready to go. And something that she said at some point really stuck with me. They are satiated with knowledge of their child. A little bit about Barbara. She was born in Boonville, Missouri, spelled without the E. This was the house that she lived in. She didn't share a picture of that. She's got 5 sisters and 3 brothers. And her first sibling, before her, died at birth, and her parents were actually advised not to have more by the doctor, but they ignored that at 7 anyway. So we're lucky to have her. This was the church that she grew up in. This was right down the road from her house. This is sort of like a parish-esque community where everyone knew each other, everyone went to the church in the same place. So, all right. And she has been all over the place. She's taught music in Area, Texas. She was sent up to Bock, Wisconsin to learn music. And she taught religious education back in Columbia, Missouri. She went to school in Fordham, Kansas. She mentioned what she learned there from another sister. There was a Benedictine nursing school in here, South Dakota, so she went there in 1970. Then came back and she worked at the Boone County Hospital in the neurology department for 4 years. And then she lived back when the commune of the other sisters at 1511 Wilson Street. This is the place that was kind of, that's the picture of the front door that she's got. There were 26 of them there originally. You can tell the numbers have sort of dwindled since then. That photo was taken. Yeah, they all live there together. Probably cool to put this little map. This is all the places where she shared. She's been, she has been all over the place for a bunch of different reasons. So some of the sociological connections. We can talk about religious values all day long because that's a pretty easy topic. What I wanted to focus on were the vows that they take, what they mean to them. So when I asked her about the vow of obedience, we have a little audio over here. So she can say about it.
Listen to me, God sent all circumstances to lives and spirits. To do what is us, we just less.
We're very tightly knit, like a family. And a fun fact I found from the book, the religious people may actually live longer, healthier lives, and Barbara, as well as others, they're well into their 80s and they're doing and of course, chastity and marriage. Chastity, I discovered while researching, is actually different from celibacy, where chastity is actually purity of the mind and the soul. So it goes a lot deeper than just abstaining. This is what she had to say about that.
Teacher asked, what everybody's going to write. She said, what do you want? I said, I want to go there. I like my family. So I was like,
so just to talk about the community they have, they live with each other in some place, they're like a family. Used to work in parishes as nurses, teachers. They have Holloway come to listen and where their life they might join the legacy. So I just found some statistics from Pew Research that are talking about 28% of us have social religions, 90% have disaffiliated. So for every 6 people have left for 1 person that joins Christianity. One last little bit here, we're talking about.
I know the future. You know, it's really unknown. I want to do less, really less. So that's where confidence, hope, trust.